Can you hear me? Oh, can you hear me now? Hi. Okay, awesome. People are joining in. So cool. I'll switch to main display on the Twitch stream. Did that.
Yeah.
If it's okay, I will post both our global game jam sites in the Zoom chat for you to check out the games on your own if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess, yeah, we'll just wait. Richard, that's all right? Or
Yeah. I mean, he's there. I don't think we can hear you, Rich.
Yeah, it's I've got my I've got the secret mute button on my microphone.
yeah,
there you
me
go.
too. It's so handy.
Yeah,
I could like see your lips move. I could
yeah.
see your lips moving, but just couldn't hear
I'm
you, like-
practicing my ventriloquism. I like that it mutes, but it doesn't tell you that it's muted is the problem. So sometimes you forget that you've muted yourself, and it's like, oh.
Yeah.
What microphone do you have?
It's a Majority Pro. It's quite a nice one actually, but it's quite expensive. But it works.
I have the Blue Yeti, and when I push the button, it blinks to tell you it's muted. So
yeah, mine it's blue. It's like a blue shaft of light through the middle of it, and if you mute, it goes red. But the problem is, I don't look at the microphone because it's kind of like not in my view. So I get that it's red.
For me, it's constantly like.
Because I don't want to hear people when I'm talking to myself and like a crazy guy.
Yeah. Okay, I guess maybe Richard, you want to do the, I guess not the introduction, but what's the correct term for this? The opening of the event.
Okay. Does that mean we're starting then, does it?
I mean, we can wait for minutes, like 2, I guess, if you want to.
Give me a sec.
That's
I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
Whenever you're ready.
I'm actually going to make you, Yanis, I'm going to make you a co-host, yeah?
The meeting was authorized users again.
Yeah, I think it's just something to do with Zoom. I mean, you just need to have you can't join the meeting until you're admitted by one of the hosts is what it means.
Yeah, I will push admit all from time to time.
Because there's a bunch of guys just joining us in now, so I'm just... I think
so
I've upgraded you to host, so you should be able to admit people now.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Okay, waiting room. Admit. Wow, so many actually.
Yeah, everyone's just got out of bed randomly.
I haven't gone to bed today.
Have you?
No.
Well, that's the true jam spirit. You're not supposed to sleep.
That's the wrong message in my opinion.
I don't think there's any competition.
No one listens
sleep.
if you tell them to sleep anyway.
You haven't. You haven't game. It's not a real game jam unless you die in the middle of it. It's not.
Oh my god.
For at least 1 second, your heart stops 1 second.
Someone's having fun.
Someone's a bit young to be on here, aren't they?
I was up at 3. I was ill.
Oh, you were up at 3. Too many beers.
Too many whiskey. Good morning.
Perfect breakfast. Whiskey for breakfast.
Oh yeah, bacon, toast, and whiskey. Jesus.
That's the breakfast of an Olympic champion. But
yeah, I would say yes.
maybe a shot putter. Anyway, some big guy. That kind of breakfast.
Oh yeah, if you're a man who loves always and go to the pub, I mean, it's like
The pub is forbidden in the UK at the moment because of this virus. Everything is like,
Yeah.
Go near you get shot with an AK.
You can't be hungover if you're always drunk.
Right. I think.
I didn't drink last night. Aaron was my witness.
Don't bring me into this. I ain't got. I ain't saying nothing about nothing.
You two drinking together, are you? Not inviting the team, how rude.
Okay, I think we're probably ready to start now, Yanis, mate, aren't we? There's,
Yeah.
I think we've had a flurry, and we can just admit people as and when they.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So, hi everyone. Thanks for UK people. Thank you for getting up and coming in, especially if you've been like working late at night and stuff. And all the guys in Latvia, thank you for joining us on your lunch break. It's lunchtime in Latvia already, right?
Yeah, it's
Kind
1
of.
PM.
2 hours.
Yeah.
Latvia, for those of you who don't know, Latvia is plus 2 hours ahead of UK. So, yeah. Okay, so the plan for today is basically to see if we can try and see a little bit of everybody's games. So the idea is to invite each team, if you like, to basically introduce yourselves very briefly and give us a quick introduction of your game. And then what we'll do after we've kind of been round the block and everyone kind of knows, we all know who each other are and where, and I'll say where you're from. So if you're in the UK or you're in Latvia, so we know who's who. And then what we'll then do is we'll ask each team to share their screen and just show us kind of what you've been working on. So just for the record, it's not a competition. Well, I don't think it is anyway. It's not a competition. So, and also whether the game is finished or not is irrelevant. What we want to see is just like what you're working on. So if your game isn't like running for whatever reason, that doesn't matter. Just like show us the characters you're working on, or just show us anything that you want, really. It doesn't really matter. Just any kind of cool stuff. And feel free to talk about, stuff that's gone well, stuff that's gone terribly wrong, and all the things in between. And as you know, this event is just one of our experiments to test out ways of collaborating between different sites around the world. So, don't worry. There is no mistakes. Everything is fine, right? So, let's
be honest. Be honest, Rich. You ran out of ideas and you're just trying to steal ours now.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
I don't have Zoom on my gaming PC.
That's okay. Is anyone else? Who else in your team?
Me.
Because you'll need to be somebody else. You just need to just share the screen. That's all you need to be able to do. It's nothing fancy. Don't need to give us like any fancy stuff. Okay, Yanis, mate, do you want to?
Yeah. Hi everyone. I'm the organizer of Latvian site. You're all welcome to join also our Discord if you want to. Just like interact after this too. That's all fine. And yeah, one of the interesting things is actually the both sites in Wales and in Latvia, they have almost the same number of participants and the same number of games submitted.
Yeah.
So we're like in a kind of a sense like a Gemini or something like that. So I can't wait actually to see what other people create in the world. While this is Global Game Jam, I rarely do see the games from other sites. So for me, this is super exciting. I'm also in one team. I hope my team member is here. He will show the game for me, I hope.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Yeah, I'm sorry to put this on you.
That's all right.
And yes, I guess I'll just hand the introduction to the next person. I actually don't know is there a queue here, or whoever just speaks first?
No, there is only chaos. That's what we have.
Okay, great. So whoever goes to introduce.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm assuming that we don't see everybody in the same order on the video wall. So Aaron, mate, you're the top left corner for me. So that means it's your turn to start. So Aaron.
My turn. Okay. Well, I'm part of New Bexy because I think this is our first game jam ourselves, so little to no experience. But we've been working together on sort of a memory quest game. So we've basically got rooms where you have to complete each room to unlock a certain memory to continue onwards till you get to the end goal. A few issues I personally had is with the coding side, trying to get triggers to work and everything. So I'm still learning all that and getting there. But yeah, I mean, can we share screens on Zoom? Is there a share screen button?
Mhm. Yeah, it's at the bottom, like a green
Oh, yeah, I
share
see it.
screen. Yeah.
Host disabled. Participant screen sharing. Oh, you disabled it in panel.
Have I?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do people hear me now?
Yes. Yeah, we can hear you. Whoever that was.
That's me. I'm with Aaron as well. So
Yeah. So we got Dan, Neff, Luke, Aria, and Harvey. We're all working on a room.
we all
I'll
do
be
our own.
honest with you, I don't know
Oh, there
how
we
to
go.
enable screen sharing. Oh, something happened. Oh,
Can you all see that? Oh,
No.
Go share my screen for my game. See if that one works. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
there you go.
go.
oh, yeah,
There we go.
nice.
right. So basically, that's my room. We haven't got them all together yet. We're gonna get it all done today, hopefully. Basically, I've got noises, everything else. Objective of my room, you're gonna have to find a light bulb and get it in there, which then activate a switch, which will then open the door. That's the idea. But we've all done different rooms, so there's like different puzzles. I know Luke has done a free running type room.
No, I changed mine. I'm doing where you have to fight skeletons to like open up a certain. So like, yeah, I'll share my screen in a minute and like explain it all.
Yeah.
But basically, my one is where you just fighting.
But I mean, got a few little bit of animation at the moment, but obviously going to crack on with it today and hopefully get it finished.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, basically we've all got rooms, and then we're going to put them all onto like one sort of 3 different levels of corridors, and that's basically it. It's just coding for me, really. I think Harvey's our coding expert, but
He's in bed.
Probably, maybe.
oh, yeah. So,
My one, which I'm doing, is currently is that I'm doing. Can I move this? Yeah. So my one, all I've got for now is like the little layout. I haven't finished the layout, obviously. So you get the shotgun, which is floating. Don't ask. And these are meant to like come and attack you, but I don't have that animation or like anything to do with that. Basically, you defeat all these, and then there'll be a key somewhere. But all the keys that I found on this is just like a sticker or something.
Mhm.
So like I'm going to try and find it. So it means once you kill all the enemies, this opens, and then it receives like a key or something. So you can just like go over to that door and just open the door, and then it will take you to the next level. As all of ours are going to be connected.
Mhm.
It's like every different room's like my room's the first one, I think it is. So you have to solve my room first, and then go on to the next room.
which is my room.
That door will just like take you in to the next room. Like bright lights, all spooky.
Can I be invited back in if I join back in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, the answer is yeah.
So obviously the same issue for me is coding because I'm terrible at coding. And like granted it's nothing like, you know, to look at, but you know, it's I don't know how to give these weapons or make these move at the moment, so I'm gonna have to have a look at that because I'm looking at all the mobs here and seeing what I can do. because like I don't know how to make their stance or anything different. So I'm going to look at that and see what I can do.
Have you just general question? I don't know how many of the teams have decided to go with the core diversifier. Just interested to know how people have found working with the core engine, if anyone else is using it, because I've not really touched the core engine before, so I've not much experience of using it.
Yeah, me too. I was thinking about the same thing basically.
I mean, getting things is quite easy. Like it basically starts with like, oh, what do you want to do? Is like third person, first person, or like a top-down point of view, and that's like when you want to choose your project, and it loads. So my project was just like a first person, like just blank start, and it just came up for a platform, and then you have to like add all the details, like you find it.
Yeah, so it's got built-in components. Basically, don't expect a lot out of it. I've had to make a few things like the desks and that, but it's got really basic stuff that
like all this, like literally dead basic
bones,
stuff.
your bowls.
You got bottles, bushes, and carpets and all that. Like it's that basic stuff. Like even like some of this, like, and then it has like different themes for the props, so like sci-fi, modern, fantasy. So currently I'm using the fantasy stuff because it's nice. And it is quite easy to use. However, I have not seen where I have to do coding yet because it kind of just auto does it.
No, I think I think the core engine is a drag and drop engine, isn't it? Like a click and play engine. So interesting.
Yeah.
I know that the Global Game Jam recently did prior to actual Global Game Jam that we're in now. They did a core game jam, didn't they? And the whole jam was based around using that core engine. So be interesting to see, what different people have got.
Yeah, this is Dan's room.
So you basically got like a game, like a compendium game. It's like each level is like a little mini game in itself, and it's like different mechanics and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Maybe should we move on and look at? Let's see one of the guys from Latvia.
Okay, who's next on your screen? Because
who's the first person?
I think it's me, probably. No?
Yeah, maybe Arthur.
Yeah.
Cool.
Go ahead.
You go first. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Arthur, and our team is called Team Mushrooms. I mean, and our main idea is that we would create a game that would be a bit to the narrative side, but still like a 2D Zelda type game, like an old school one. So far, we've realized that since for most of us, it's like this first or second jam, the scope is a bit too big. So we're scaling it down as much as we can. However, it's going, okay, not smoothly, but like it's going straight to the point, I think. We will finish most of it at the deadline. So yeah, the game is about a boy who lost his father. His father went to pick some shrooms and he disappeared. So we're searching for him, and and in the end, there's like a big boss fight, basically. So far, we'll have like 3 levels with different themes, and like a forest theme, a dungeon theme, and then the boss fight, basically. We are focusing mostly on creating our own assets. So basically, we got our own sounds, we got our own pixel art. Right now, we started using some other assets as well because time constraints. Yeah, but most of it is our own stuff. I can share the screen, maybe. Yeah, let's just go with this. Can you see it?
I'm connecting.
Yes, we can see.
Yeah. So basically, right now, the player character, some other teammate is working on that. He already has it down. We just need to merge it together somehow. So right now, this would be like, you probably can't hear the soundtrack. It's like a chill theme. You're just chilling. There will be NPCs here. We'll figure out some loading of the trees so it doesn't go under the player. That would be the forest scene, we've got the dungeon one. As I told, it's more like evil, a bit like creepy, with an appropriate soundtrack. And in the end, spoilers, we'll be fighting a shroom, like a big shroom. And so far, I'm just playing around with some shaders and camera work, so that like before like finishing it, you just strip your balls off because he's like putting out some spores or something, and then you should be like fighting it. So so far that's our progress. We've got lots of assets, as I said, going on, and yeah, what we need to do right now is put it all together basically, and work some little details out. I think one of our teammates is also here. He can comment more on that. Yeah, Necro, Vesters. Oh, Arvis also. Yeah, also Arvis on Vesters. Yeah.
Yeah, I can just mention I'm working on assets. Usually the last boss, other monsters that Arthur didn't show because I'm still finishing the animations, and yeah, then we're gonna put them together. That's from my side is the art. So Arvis can continue from the gameplay.
Yeah. Okay, I will share then my screen. Maybe for a moment. Share screen. Okay.
Yeah, basically Arvis is the most experienced out of us, so he's like our Lord and Savior right now.
He is. This is my first gem and
the king of mushrooms.
For me, it's first global game jam. But last year and this year, not this year, but last year, I participated in many hackathons. I have some experience in working in groups and in creating games. Yeah, and
I think most people would agree that the first time you do any kind of jam or hackathon, it's usually like a kind of mini disaster, because you don't understand anything about how to keep things small and stuff. And the more times you do it, you understand the kind of thing that's possible. So the games get better every time you try, So yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, it seems like we're almost on point. Like one more day and we would finish it for sure. But like just a bit more.
I mean, you can finish it after the jam. I'm like all for that.
Okay, I will show now. Okay. Okay. I was working mostly doing programming, and here is NPC. There is fighting the health bar. At the moment, it's actually not attacking me. Maybe there is some reason I misconfigured something, but you can kill him. And he died. And if you go too close, he starts following you. And there are these small boxes. Those are items that you can pick. There is item inventory system. You can actually pick. And there is, I put now a villager to show just we have a conversation system inside. It's created, but not implemented totally in the game. Okay, and there's a lot of other things what are going on in background. It's hard to explain at the moment.
When is the Welsh language version of this game going to be available?
I'm not sure, but we first need to reach our.
Where is the localization team?
We don't have yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you want it localized, join our Discord and help them.
You can volunteer.
We'll welcome you anytime.
Yeah.
But that would be cool, actually. I would love to see that.
That does look like a good game.
It's the kind of game that I think would look quite cool. You would play quite well on a Switch type console. That the kind of color palette, the kind of style, and I think it would probably run quite well.
Definitely work on Switch.
Yeah. I think that kind of game would work really well. Okay, who's next in the list?
And brand new enemies would be annoying, but we had fun at meeting new friends.
Say again, Dan, mate. Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
And brand new engines can be annoying, but we had fun at meeting new friends.
Yes, exactly. I agree.
Good to hear it.
Teco.
Hello. I take it. So yes, my name's Kieran, and I'm here. I'm going to introduce our game from Evil Owl. So we're working on a sort of. We're building the fictional Evil Owl offices, and what it is that maintenance is out for the day, so you have to fix the problems around the office with items from the Lost and Found box. I think Hugh has my colleague Hugh has the most up-to-date version of the game, so I think he'll walk you through and
try and show it now.
Yeah,
if I can get opening.
He'll walk us through what we've been working on.
Can everybody see it?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah,
so this is the
muted all the time because it's noisy for me. So I will mostly just do this. Okay, sorry.
No worries.
So this is our, as Kieran said, our fictional, future. Evil Owl Studios. So what you do is you complete the tasks in the top left corner. Excuse me. And then, I'll just go through some of the interactions you can have. So you can pick up the items, and then you can take them to where they need to be, for example. So they can place them on the computer, and that takes off the list in the top left. You can interact with most of the things, with the door, for example, if you wanted to. And then if you want to take we got a task here, so we take the TNT to the microwave. We will not tell you why just yet.
But it says in the top left the noodles are stuck in the microwave, so you've got to get the noodles out by blowing off the doors of the microwave.
Yeah, this is basically this is Welsh cuisine. It's just Welsh cuisine. This is what this is.
Yeah. Last year, actually, when the theme was repair, we had a game also about noodles called Noodle Repair. So I think the noodles are like a global game jam classic. There must be a game about noodles somewhere.
Why does the Gandalf theme show up in every game jam?
It's a staple.
That's a staple. Alongside the cosplayers.
For us, it's the Knuckles. Do you know the way? I mean,
I think we should all just one day, when we're doing the next game jam, so all just was Gandalf.
It is lagging on my end, but is it just...
There we go. Those are all the tasks completed.
Sometimes you have a bit of a lag if there's a big call and people share, so it's mostly fine though. You can pretty much see it.
And we're running off Welsh internet as well, so that's it.
Corona internet.
Those are all the tasks.
The window blind in the main office is still letting the light in, so you've got to turn the blinds off then. Have you? Is that the last?
We haven't actually implemented that one yet. That one will stay unfixed for now.
So yeah, I think so. It's finishing up today. It's just going to be importing all the textures in, and finishing off that final task, and then we should be good to go.
Cool. Yeah.
I don't know how to stop sharing my screen.
Yeah, top. It just says stop sharing at the very top.
Stop sharing. Oh, there it is. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, the interface on Zoom is a bit weird if you haven't used it before. It's kind of like, because everything just disappears, the buttons, if you don't touch anything. It's like, where do I press? Who's next for some pain and suffering?
Our team Bacon ready.
Hugh's just gone. Hugh's just gone.
From Latvia.
Who, me?
Yeah, can you maybe show us? I think this is going well. One from UK, one from Latvia, one from UK, one from Latvia.
Oh god. All right, let's see.
Yeah, I'm also a site organizer, and I'm also helping a team to create a game. And by helping, I mean I made them use an engine they haven't used before.
So secretly trying to kill them also.
Yeah,
he was forcing us.
Yeah, but actually it's turning out well. So I hope Rival can show you. Okay.
So how much are they paying you to do the game for them?
I'm sorry, what?
How much are they paying you for this?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not paying anything.
So basically, this is our game. It's a 2D platformer, view from top, and the game idea is.
Raivo, I can't hear you for some reason. Interesting. The sound just.
Yeah, it was working, and then the sound.
Sound just did.
Yeah.
Something happened. I don't know what.
Is there anyone else from the team who can talk?
I mean,
while
I
goes
am
around?
from
Yeah.
the team,
No,
so I guess I
So
can.
basically, you need to
Oh, Raivo, fix
find
it.
a
It's good.
torch. Yeah, it's like my headphones is like
it's working
a little
again
bit
now.
glitchy. So basically, this is like a puzzle game where you need to find a way out. The main idea is that
I think something
while
glitched with the screen though. Can you like reshare it? Okay. It's super weird. Oh no, I can kind of see your mouse moving, so maybe it's okay.
Is this part of the game where you have to find how to start the game?
Yes, of course.
yeah, it's like you need to find a way
It's
out.
not. It's not a bug. It is a feature of the game.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So the main idea was that while you are in the light, the enemy gonna follow you and gonna try to catch you. But when you are in the bushes, he's supposed to like to pass by. As you can see. But well, I'm the graphics designer. I mean, all the drawings and all the things is like unique. It's like done by me, Eddie. And Yanis and one more person try to code this whole thing. It's used by GDOT, yeah, if I'm right.
Yeah, Godot.
Godot.
Yeah, Godot.
Everyone pronounces it differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had a sound designer as well. I mean, he was helping us to find the all different sounds. I mean, to implement in this game, so a little bit alive. Well, yeah, I mean, in this year, I mean, this is my second year in Global Game Jam, and what I can say that on next year, I'm definitely trying out the 3D. But yeah, it's like Yanis and other person who was coding and implementing all the movements and all the design, as you can see.
Yeah, I don't see the game actually moving
Yeah,
for some
it's
reason.
still the start screen for me.
Yeah. I mean, I can also share my screen, I guess, if maybe that works better. So, okay, I will share my screen. You will see yourselves, I guess. Okay, can you see?
Yeah. Yeah, we're seeing the
engine, or you see, right? Okay, I hope you see. Maybe I will just change some project settings to not be like full screen. Maybe that was the thing that. Okay, can you see the game?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you play it. There's the slime who's lost in the forest. Pick up the torch, and yeah, you can like hide in the bushes. You should be able to find clues in the bushes which way is out. Like here's the Smurf enemy, which kill you. Fatality. It should be like an adventure that wants to gain XP by killing monsters near the monster, and yeah, you're trying to go go to your family, and you want to get in time for the dinner, but of course, since this is a jam game, you will never make it in time. So this is it.
I like the ambience. It's got quite a a nice style and a nice kind of chill but spooky ambience. Something I quite like it.
Yes. So thank you. Yeah, and as I said, like my teammates did like most of the work. I'm like after the streaming when I have some pause, I'm like, yeah, you have to do this and this and this in Godot, and like, yeah.
It wasn't that bad. Come on.
I mean, I'm glad to hear it. And like, basically, I want to say thank you to the team Bacon. And if you're wondering about the team names, we basically have a grocery list as team names. We have bacons, mushrooms, coconuts, and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. In the Discord, they created like I was just really boring, and I went like team 1, team 2, team 3, and those guys went with like bacon, cheese, whatever.
Oh, they step up the game.
Yeah, you're right. I've seriously got it up.
Okay.
Next time I'm going to go like sex, drugs, alcohol, something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you gotta do that.
Spice it up a bit, like
Make it fun.
Drugs and rock and roll.
Okay, let's have another Wales team. Who's next in the list? Who wants to jump in?
My list completely got messed up after
they're all,
streaming.
everything. It kind of just
whoever
reorganizes
like
itself.
wants to jump in, I guess, can jump in.
Tom, you're there. Tom Cockram, are you able? You're muted, mate. You're muted.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. Do you want to talk about what you've been doing? Because you're making you're kind of doing 2 projects, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm not sure if
Because
that's a
you're
great
crazy.
idea doing 2 projects, but so working with Phoenix and Kel and Danny, we are making a board game about searching an unknown ocean to try and find clues to lead ultimately to a treasure. So we're pirates. We're the Pirates of Rill. So
it's you guys responsible for the Pirates of Rill game, is it?
Yeah.
I was wondering who was on that team.
maybe, yep. So let me see. So we've got all the map tiles sorted. The way it works is it's a 5x5 grid of cards that are shuffled and then flipped right way up as you explore them. So they're all face down on the table. Let me explain with visuals. Hang on a second. I need to pull some stuff up. Right. So I go to our game doc. We've got some pictures on that, which will kind of make sense. Let's see. Share screen. This one. So this is like placeholder art. When we first made the document, you start off, all the players are in the middle of an unknown grid, and as you explore, there are islands, there are treasure shapes or plunder tiles. If you move into that tile, and then you draw a card from a plunder deck, which could be something good, it could be something bad, or it could just be something meh. And within that plunder deck are also some cards that are clues to where the treasure is, and there are 4 of these. So the idea is, as you keep going through, you start discovering the 4 tiles, and you then mark them on the map with the X's where they are, and then by drawing lines between them or using bits of string between them, that's where the final thing is. And we've gone a bit along the lines of a bit like Munchkin, the card game, where you've got a door deck, which is the plunder deck. So that's all the monsters. Those are all the challenges you face. And then there's a treasure deck that's separate that could be good, or it could be an old boot. And yeah, so there's those kind of things. The game ends when the first player gets to that center point of the cross. However, they haven't necessarily won. You then tally up who has the most treasure. The person who gets to that point gets an additional amount of treasure, or they get to draw some extra cards, which could be good or not. And yeah, so the game ends, and then you tally up who's got the most treasure. We decided to do it that way because if the person who gets to the center wins, then it's unfair. Like for this, it's unfair for the yellow person because they're very close to get there, whereas green is miles away, so they're not going to have a chance to do so. So green instead could focus on raiding other islands, plundering other places to try and find more treasure to boost their score. And I think we're also working in that if you move into the same square as somebody else, you can nick one of their treasures as well. So it's semi-cooperative. Phoenix, I don't know if there's anything else you want to
I mean, if you go into the Google Drive, I've made a full folder. I've uploaded all the art I made for the cards.
Yeah, let's go have a look. So we've got the one of the diversifiers we were working on as well, card arts.
Yeah.
So we've got all these images that are going to be going on the cards. We're using Nandeck to generate the cards together. It works by you put all your data into an Excel sheet for name, type, where to look for the pictures, where for the symbols and all this stuff. And then it will generate a deck for you. We've also got the tile artwork was done yesterday. So the tiles are, for one of the diversifiers, it was to do with stars. So we've taken star constellations and we've turned them into islands, all with a plunder point on them. And also with the star name at the bottom so that it's vaguely educational, I guess. But also because it doesn't matter what orientation these cards are. Every time you shuffle, every time you draw it, it's going to be different. The game is going to change. There's going to be more replayability there. And we've got the starting grids. Each person starts in a corner, so they have the potential of traveling to 3 different tiles at the start, so that it opens up the map a bit at the beginning. And yeah, so we're banging on rules. All this tile artwork's ready to print. That's all done. Because we've made just 6 to an A4 sheet, and then we've got some backs as well for them. So you print out one load, print out the backs on the flip side and cut them out. And yeah, so we're now just writing the rules and building that deck of cards for that one. The other game I'm working on my bill, because I am a madman, is something called Warrior Librarians of Yore. So in this one, you are a librarian who has to try and track down overdue book fees. And you do so by beating the crap out of people.
Rich, when we hand in assignments late.
Let me go to the right folder for this one. So I haven't really done much of the artwork on it because the main thing was getting the master list, because this is a card game. It's all just being done in Nandeck. So I've got different icons. You have 3 different attributes you fight with. There is like book food, which is close combat. There's a ranged attack, and there's also creepy vibes, which is this one here.
I think your screen's frozen. Is anyone else?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Am I showing the right?
Yeah. Well, look, we're seeing like a Warriors of Yore, like.
Oh, the document.
Yeah, we're looking at the document. We're not seeing your images. Yeah, you may have to refresh.
Right. Okay. Hang on a sec.
I think it's a zoom thing. If you flick around too much, it kind of.
Okay. Fine. So I don't know how fun Excel sheets are for everyone. Yay. Let me go to the right one. So this is, I've got the list of all the bounties that you're fighting and their different attributes, or their different strengths and different attributes. So the first is book through. Wait, is that even showing now? Can you see that one? You see the Excel sheet and its colors? Am I failing this?
I don't see the screen share.
1 second, 1 second.
Yeah.
Right, there we go. Back in the room.
Okay, yes, colors.
Okay, so the 3 columns we've got here are the stats for those 3 skills. There's also how much kudos you get for bringing down the person, the bounty, how much they have overdue and late fees. There's also going to be another track that is rarity of books that they have. So if they just have normal books, or if they have any rare or unique books, at the end of the game wins. It ends in either 2 ways. Either too many bounties escape, or you work through the deck and all of the bounties have been accounted for. You then are ranked on a bit like Sushi Go, where each different card has a different scoring point, but a bit simpler, I guess. You're then ranked on how many bounties you bring in, how many have unique and rare books with them, and also the total cost of the late fees, the combined cost for them. The librarians themselves have their own attributes. These purple ones are the librarians. So they have their starting strengths, and there are items that they can find in and amongst the library, on the shelves, that have better better attributes. And there's also some cards that modify the end game, so modify scoring. So if you're after how many unique books, normally you'd score a lot for unique books, but if you wanted to, if you can purchase one of these cards, which is purchased with the kudos that you get for bringing people down, then you get, it changes the game, basically. So yeah, so that's where my head is. I was planning on doing all the individual artwork for each one. I think I'm just going to do the librarian portraits at the moment, given the time scale. There is another modifier that if the bounties you bring back are not human, then you get a bonus point. So there's lots of literature-related puns. And I was going to have a fun time doodling those, which I can do later. But yeah, that's the card game thing. So yay.
Yay. Okay, who's next? Who are we going to jump into next?
So in the real world, could somebody make a board game physical at a jam prior to lockdowns, and people could play it?
Yeah. No, prior to lockdown, you would normally get people in the jam that would make board games. Yeah. It's common every year at our site. We normally get at least one. Group
for
of people.
us, it's not that common. We created a board game a few years ago, and then there was one again like fewer years ago before that. So in total, in all the years that Global Game Jam has happened in Latvia, we only had few board games. And I'm always interested, how do you actually test a board game in online? Do you use some kind of Roll20 application or something like that?
You can do. I've had to have a look at this. Out of the game jam, I work in schools. I go and do educational workshops around learning through play. So making games and sharing the making of games with kids, especially board games, is kind of my jam. But with lockdown, you can't really get people in a room together. So I've been looking at making versions of them using Tabletopia or Tabletop Simulator. Tabletopia is free, but it's limited as to how many things you can make with that. At the moment, I think I'm hosting a game to do with circular economy. I've been working with a PhD researcher up in Lancaster. about making a game to try and teach people about circular economy stuff. So that's how I've been hosting that. The rest of it is you do it in play, and you just make sure that everyone can print out a copy themselves and assemble it. I've also got a top-down rig. If I've got a physical version of the game, I use this because I play a lot of games with my son.
Ah, interesting.
So I've got a board area that I can play games. I can put games out, and then depending on who's there or who's doing what, then you can play that. So yeah, it's more fiddly, but you can do it for doing stuff online.
That's awesome. Okay, thank you. We from Latvia, I think Team Kiwi wanted to go like next because they have stuff to do, and they really wanted to show something. Yeah, so if Team Kiwi is here, go ahead. It's the tower defense game.
Oh, the tower defense is Cucumber team.
Sorry, like yours the hamster game.
But thank you.
Yeah.
So can I go now?
Yeah, you can introduce yourself and go.
Okay. So my name is Richards, and we are working on tower defense in 3D first perspective, and I can share screen as well. There will be gameplay. So, can you see the game?
Yep, think so.
Okay, so basically, story of the game is that aliens have destroyed or lost plants on their planet, so they are looking for them on our planet, and our duty is to our responsibility of nature is to defend the Earth's main oxygen tree, because the aliens have found it and want to steal it. So yeah, something with money, but and that's how it looks. And you have to put turrets, and we strongly believe in nature, and that's why we are gaining experience by creating nature-related games. We will absolutely work on this after Game Jam, because we feel that this is something. And in our team, we are working 4 people. So yeah, enemies destroyed the main oxygen tree. And yeah. And we will highly appreciate your feedback about our game.
I always quite like genre, when you take a genre like tower defense, but then you flip it and you kind of make it like a first person, and it kind of changes the dynamics of the game. And I think that one of the challenges of these kind of games is having enough time to be able to play test it enough so that you kind of get at least some balance, so you can kind of have a challenge but you don't get killed in like 30 seconds. And yeah, but I like the idea.
Yeah, I like that you made the tower defense game a first-person game.
Mm-hmm.
That's like I forgot the name of the other one that I really liked. It was also a first-person tower defense game. So actually, like I only know like 2 games now that are like that genre mix. So I think that's an original idea.
I remember they did do you remember they did a Command and Conquer? One of the last Command and Conquers they did before they stopped making Command and Conquer games.
The Revenge of the...
It was like the Commando, wasn't it? And the Commando was like first person. You could like run around and do stuff. And
I
was
never
quite
played
weird.
that game. I know
Command
what
and
you're
Conquer,
talking
but first
about.
person's like yeah. You do get these kind of genre kind of mashup games every now and again. Sometimes they work really well, and sometimes they don't work at all. It's kind of like
for Command and Conquer, there was like an open source game like after some years ago, it was a multiplayer game that you like basically it was made from RTS, a first-person shooter, and you could like buy your tanks and stuff and attack each other with Command and Conquer unit. It was super fun, but I don't know what came off like that project.
I remember in Black Ops 2, the main campaign was obviously like normal Call of Duty, and then randomly in the middle of the game there'd be RTS.
Oh, Black Ops 2 is the best game.
Who have we got else? How many guys from here have we got? Rhiannon, I can see you all lurking there. Which team are you on?
Yeah, I'm ready, Rich, if possible.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
I don't know how to use this. I have been making the game with my brothers. I've been with them entirely. You've got that Muppet in the back. So what we've made is a 2D platformer puzzle sort of thing, top-down isometric game called Gone Astray. How do I share my screen? Share screen?
That's down the bottom, the green.
All right, okay. Apologies if this is loud. 2 seconds. Let me go get a microphone. Let me go.
Everybody, this is Luke.
He's very joyful, isn't he?
Energetic as well.
Yeah, what you get with Luke is energy. That's what you get always.
That's amazing. How can you get that much energy after 2 days? I want some.
I need some energy.
Just imagine how it is before the jam then.
That's great.
He looks so buzzing with his game as well.
I have an interesting question, but it is not really related. Rich, do you know when we have search for a star, do they have similar over there?
How do you mean for the search for a star? I think that's like grads games competition. It's probably best for a chat outside of this, really, but that's a different thing. It's not really a jam. That's more of a competition that you apply for and have to work through.
Sorry about that.
Go ahead, just go.
There we go. I should be using this microphone now. You should be able to hear me much better. So let's just share this game.
We've been bigging it up now since you left, so it's got to be awesome.
Right, so this is Gone Astray. It's very basic at the moment. Can you see still?
I like the name of the game.
Yeah. So it's a little 2D platformer. We haven't implemented all the features for it yet. I've got a little animation to do where the dog does get stolen by a little alien dude. This is our main character. We haven't really named it. It's just player. It's a very simple game. Our main inspiration was a game called Minute and the 1-bit art style.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a puzzle section in the game where you've got to traverse bridges and switches to get to the battery up there in the left corner.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't got too many rooms to show other than this one because we're still currently working away down to the final hour on what we've got in the game, but I can show you what some of the frames are going to feature once I've gone through this little vertical slice.
You're making it look too easy.
Yeah, what game engine is it, by the way?
Yeah, I did the music.
It's Fusion Developer, the engine.
Actually, I haven't heard about it. Interesting.
It's too easy, Rich, because I'm pro as fuck. So you go in there, you get the battery. We haven't got the battery sign in here yet, but then that activates the teleporter.
How'd you lose lives?
How do you lose lives? There's enemies, eventually, in some of the other frames. We haven't got around to them yet. Here we've got a simple target puzzle. The weapon implementation isn't working on mine, but it is working on my brother's. So I can just quickly show you some of the other frames that we've got planned and we are currently designing. So this is the whole island, and we have the target zone down here. Once you've killed these, a key will spawn, which will let you open this door over here, which will let you kill these guys. And when you kill these guys, eventually you'll go into the boss room to recover your faithful companion. And we've got a whole puzzle in here where teleporters take you to certain rooms, which use certain switches to shut down the engines and kill the alien guy.
Yeah, well, it'd be a nice little bit. If you get that working fully at the end, it'd be a nice little vertical slice that way.
Yeah, we're nearly done. We're not far off.
All I just got to get this on my Game Boy to play it now.
Yeah, it looks like the style is also like, well, in style. I don't know any other way to say it. Like the 2-tone, like maybe 3-tone. It's very tasteful. I like it.
Yeah, I like it. It's quite a nice style, actually. It reminds me of some of the games that back in the old days I used to play on my BBC Acorn computer. That kind
that's
of
what
like
I wanted to say.
really like pure classic retro style sort of game. So yeah, it's quite a nice vibe. That I like it. Yeah, fair play. It's cool.
Thanks, guys.
Good effort. Yeah.
Who have we got from Latvia then? Who's gonna?
So I got a message from Nauris. He's Team Coconut. If you can, show us your awesome game.
Hi. We are Team Coconut, Nauris and Madara, and we made. First of all, the idea is based on an old Flash game that I used to play in Latvian Inbox LA. It was a like old game site and a bunch of other stuff. And the idea was to make a simple game that we can execute in like 24 hours because we have a little distraction right here, not like the previous jams. And now it's made the programming stuff, and I made the simple arts. It's all in 3D. Yeah, now I'll show you the screen.
Hey.
And tell.
Can you hear us well, by the way?
Yes, we can hear.
We can hear.
Should have asked that first. Anyway, how do I share
don't worry.
screen here?
Share screen.
Desktop 1, share. Please tell me you're only seeing one screen here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Because on Discord, for some reason on Linux, it shows both desktops if you use 2 monitors. That's kind of weird. Anyway. So this is the game. It's primarily a mobile game, but I'll probably release a desktop executable as well, or maybe probably just web actually. But anyway, the idea is that you click, you drag, and you can move around this little character here. And the objective is to drop down and not get hit by the spikes at the top and the bottom of the screen. And along the way, you can collect some coins here. And the game eventually like speeds up a little bit. The levels change up as well. So it's like a little small arcade game. Maybe if I can.
Yeah, maybe if we have more time, we will make the platforms flip. Like you can jump on it only for a few seconds, and then you drop to it. Yeah, that effect is Nauris style.
Actually, just took it from the indie store. I didn't make that. Anyway, so yeah, actually we have a bit more content as well, but I'm gonna be making. I'll add a way to like change the character skins here. So you got like another little character here, which is like an Easter egg or something, like rolls around. So you actually, all the characters roll around like that, but with the previous one you couldn't really see because it was like a single color. And if anyone's here like really old, maybe you can remember this Amiga Boing Ball here. So you got that too. A couple others. Yeah, that's a very simple game.
The motion blur is quite cool.
Something.
I think it's quite a nice little mobile game. That's exactly the kind of game where if you're going to do a study on like flow theory and all the dynamics of flow theory for anyone who's like an enthusiast, a game designer purist. This kind of game is exactly the kind of game you want to go for the flow dynamics and that entire spectrum of game design. So I quite like it, actually. It's the sort of game that I would probably play, you know, to pass a few minutes here and there, sort of thing.
Oh, nice, thanks.
Yeah. I feel like, you know, each little character that you've got, you know, with the little foxy tail, it reminded me, first thing I thought was, you know, Mario, like Raccoon Mario, where you can like spin the tail and maybe have like an advantage or something. That was the first thing I thought of when I saw the little tail. It was making me think if you had characters and each character has like a unique little attribute they can to mix the game or something. But yeah, it's
not only that one, it's like from Sonic as well, the fox one.
Yeah, tails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I made the ball with the tail because it's inside Latvian game developers joke, because Naurs makes games with the tails. And it's inspired. The tail is inspired by his character from the previous Global Game Jam. It's called Shade, and he made a foxy woman who's in the spaceship and like fights spiders. So
yeah, and actually, I wanted to say about Naurs. He's I think maybe the only one from Latvia who has participated in all of the global game jams sites like here. I even haven't participated in all of them.
All of them. He's the master here.
Yeah.
He's the veteran.
So yeah, thank you.
Nice. It's a nice little game. Nice scope. Good scope. Good game jam idea. So you can tell you've done a few jams before.
Thanks.
Definitely. Who else have we got lurking? Rhiannon, I was going to pick on you before. Have we done your team already, Rhiannon? Or is she there? Oh, you're there.
Oh, you can't hear me then.
Oh, you can hear now. Yeah, sorry, it was a bit quiet for a sec. Yeah.
Mic wasn't working for some reason. Yeah, not gone yet. So me and Connor are a team. We're Sea Adventures with a C. Connor doesn't have a microphone though, but he's going to be sharing his screen. We've done a game called Cosmic Kitten, and it's about this cat that lives in space.
Oh, I saw that when I lurked in the Discord. I think that's one of my favorite from your site. Not picking favorites, but that's one of my favorites.
He's not picking favorites, but it's a favorite.
Yeah.
It's lost and it has to find its way back up into the Milky Way, and it climbs up on the constellations. With the art, I've actually done everything by like I've drawn everything out, all the different sprites and everything. Yeah, this I think this is Connor's either third or fourth jam, but this is my first. So yeah, we're working in, I believe it's Multimedia Fusion, and yeah, third jam. So I can see the screen. I don't know if everybody else can see Connor's screen.
Yes, yeah, we can see. Yeah, we can see.
Brilliant. So yeah, this is our game.
Yeah.
I'm glad that Connor's managed to fix the kitty cat movement, because we had some issues with this, didn't we, just the other day?
Yeah. Yeah, options screen not exactly done yet, but yeah, we've got the little cat that can move about. We haven't actually finished the levels yet. I've got concepts for the levels, but obviously we've not managed to finish them yet. You might actually see this is a test background. This isn't going to be in the final game, but you might be able to see in a minute a little bit of a joke that I did, because obviously the cat's trying to find its way to the Milky Way. I like to think I'm funny. I'm absolutely not, but yeah.
Yeah, we know that.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is our game.
I like the cat character, actually. I think once the whole thing is in, I think it'll look quite cool.
Ooh, bit stuck on a platform there, but
you need. I feel like you need some like really trippy kind of like deep meditation music now or something to kind of like go with it, and like.
Well, Connor's actually like composed all the sounds and he's doing the music himself. We were thinking of like just really nice calming piano music. It kind of starts a bit sad at first because obviously the cat is lost and needs to get home, but then it like kind of becomes more triumphant, and then it's going to have this really cute ending, which is not. No, Zoom's not picking up any of the audio. Not on my end anyway, because it does a little when you jump on the constellation. It does like a little randomized piano sound as well.
Right.
So yeah, that's Cosmic Kitten.
No, I like it quite. Like
so cute.
Good idea for scope. Yeah, an interesting idea.
I like when the kitten, like it moves and it's like made of cosmos basically, and it's like a really, really cute and cool look. Also, it reminded me of Doodle Jumper a bit.
Yeah, that was one of the inspirations for it.
Yeah, just nice and simple and effective. I look forward to trying some of these games. Like once they've been uploaded, so you can like play them properly with all the proper sound and like get the full like experience here.
Definitely. So
that's cool.
Thank you. Okay, next one should be someone from Latvia. I know the Exploding Hamster team really wanted to present. Then we have like a team about hobo finding his surviving. Then we have a team with the horse. I mean, whoever speaks up first goes, I guess.
I can go as well. Team
Okay.
Potato.
Oh, potato team. Nice. Okay.
Hello, guys. So this is Team Potato. I won't probably turn on the camera here just because I think my internet won't manage to deal with video plus sharing the screen. Yeah.
I mean, I can share your screenshots from Discord, if I guess.
Well, let's just try. I'm gonna try to share the screen.
Okay, you go try it then. Yeah.
Okay. Does it work?
You can see it. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great. So it works better than Discord. Okay. So this is our city. So the theme about the game. So what is this game about? There's quite a few people in our team that like Escape from Tarkov, the PC game. So we thought, let's make our own little mini Tarkov. Kind of big plan, very little time. But we managed to create a city, and we have some basic mechanics here. We have also some looting. That's basically the core of the Tarkov, right? So yeah, here's the game. You can run around. You can find some stuff. The stuff is particularly easy to find here, just because it has lighting on it. There's some NPCs that you can kill. It's not a multiplayer game, though. We had an idea to do a co-op mode in this game, but yeah, in 48 hours it just turned out
risky.
Kind of risky, yeah. The inventory is still lacking UI, but you can check the things that you have picked up. So here I picked up 2 bottles and drop them down, drop the items. So yeah. And once you have done looting and exploring, you can get to the extraction points. Let's just run there quickly and wait. No! Almost died there.
It's a nice art style. I like the art style.
Yeah, it's we actually used what is it called? The Polygon simple art assets. Because in our team we have only 3 programmers, 1 game designer. Thus we used already pre-made assets available from our previous purchases.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice sort of clean art style. I like it.
It's like looks like slightly from games Zomboid, only low poly style.
Yeah.
Is there different weapons?
What again?
Is there different weapons and that, like different, like?
No, currently there's only one weapon, but glitches out sometimes.
It's kind of a different weapon when it glitches. Then.
Yeah.
Becomes OP when it glitches.
Yeah, but it's quite a big map, so you can run around, explore. There's a military base there. You have to find a way to enter it. If you know how, then it's easy. Yeah. Well, that's about it.
I like that the art style is coherent, because sometimes when people use like ready-made assets, it's like
messy,
just,
a bit chaotic.
messy, yeah. But this one, it looks like it was made for this. So
yeah, it is. It's very consistent. It is very consistent.
Yeah, the two asset packs. Well, the Cinti Studios, the ones that make these asset packs, they are coherent in their style. So there's the simple and there's the polygon style, but we choose the simple one for this. So we have two asset packs: the Apocalypse one, and the other one is military. So yeah, and they're both made in the same style, so it was rather easy. It's like playing SimCity and creating your own level.
When I first saw your level, with the thing, I thought I thought that's what it was going to be, like a kind of SimCity game or something. That's what I first thought when I first saw it. It's quite a nice little design.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Thanks, guys.
So now you just need multiplayer.
Yeah.
Oh, multiplayer. That's a touchy subject for them.
It needs a lot of polish.
Yeah, they actually have someone that coded the server side for multiplayer, but the thing is, it's like the client side is so hard to do, I guess. So they didn't get to it. I think, I don't know. That's what I got from the chat, at least.
Yeah. Well, it's like we had the server side, but there was no one who could actually do the client side. Well, no one who actually had the time, because there was still a lot of problems with the single player experience.
I do hope that I saw in the chat you were talking that you might add multiplayer after the jam, maybe for another contest. I hope you do, but I mean, it's a jam game, so we'll see, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. It's cool.
Yes, thank you. So, someone from the UK side, maybe?
Who have we got? Who's not shown their game yet from our side? Who have we got? I'm trying to see who's in the list. Hugh, we've had Hugh's group. What about Amber? Are you there?
Hello.
Hey.
Hi. I'm not going to be on camera because,
That's fine.
Right, Joe's going to screen share our game. It's called Hamster X. It's a bit of a joke game because we had 3 submissions this week. So we were like, right, we need to just mess around, just make something stupid and have a laugh. So it's about a hamster that has purposely run away from home, tried to be lost from his owner, and then the owner's trying to find him. So you play as the hamster and you're trying to avoid your owner. So you're running along the street and there's little feet that come, and if they're blue feet that stomp, then they're fine, they're just passers by. But if they're red feet that stomp, it's your owner, and he has to shoot them. He's got a little gun, and yeah, he's a badass hamster. Yeah, he swears, he's got a pimp car. It's great. Yeah, so if Joe wants to screen share, and then we can show you some of the art and stuff. We haven't got all the mechanics in yet, but yeah, we're working on it. And we chose Africa by Toto to be the gameplay music because we thought that would be quite funny. Yeah. Don't know whether Joe's there.
He's in the call.
I'm like, Joe, help.
Are you able to share your screen?
I can't share my screen because I'm on my iPad and it won't let me. Oh, he said hang on. 1 second, guys.
Oh, there you go.
I'm going to
Sarah.
show my screen.
Yay,
Yes, this we kind of go for simplistic. So you kind of like start and then move out from the side. You see how it needs to move, and you shift the jump. So kind of like a cutscene that we're going to be finishing off as well. Just kind of like a very, very basic kind of platform. So they haven't quite the change frame, but yeah, that would change to the frame usually, and then it would like actually kind of like a cutscene of sorts.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you got the stuff with like the background in, and then like some of the art that's on the OneDrive, just so they can get a bit more of the feel of what we're doing.
Yeah, what game engine was this? I'm like interested because I see some game engines that I have never seen before.
It's literally just, is it?
I think that's Fusion Developer.
Fusion
Developer.
Yeah,
That's the one that I haven't seen. That's why I'm like always wondering, like the 2 games from Fusion Developer. I need to write
Yeah,
it
we're
down.
all
It
first
looks
years,
interesting.
so we literally
same
don't
here.
really
Need to
know
look
very
at it.
much. So we're just winging it.
I mean, is it easy to use though?
Yeah, it's kind of like a 2D version of that core engine, where you can kind of rapid prototype things quite quickly.
Sounds great. I will look into that.
Is she there? Yep. I don't know whether she's gonna. Are you gonna share some of the art stuff and the other
Oh
stuff?
yes, you have in the Google Drive, don't you, for the art if you're looking for that?
Yeah, if you put on the OneDrive on your screen, and then we can just click through some of that.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just gonna get it up now.
Sorry, Saren's building the game, so she's like manically trying to piece everything together. I do the art, so yeah, and then the others are helping Saren get everything together, Sean and Joe.
Here you go. So you have like a lot of the artwork here. You kind of like also kind of something went like kind of GTA sort of style as it kind of went along.
And then there's like the initial sushi thing, if you want to click on that.
Yep.
So basically his owner keeps like dressing him up in fancy dress. So he's like, fuck this, I'm leaving, goodbye. And then it's gonna cut to the, if you want to go to the little gun one.
Yeah, it's kind of like a silly sort of game.
Yeah,
That's
and then there's
hilarious.
like the gun and the backpack. Yeah.
We kind
This
of
is
gone
like
for this like cartoon.
Peggy 18
Yeah.
certification.
Yeah.
I think
we
this
kind of
game
gone
is
for
just-
like this type of like the way they'd show humans in cartoons, where it's just like the legs or something type style, and we kind of made a joke in Starbucks there.
Yeah. I think it's just mainly been me laughing at myself, but making these little hamster drawings.
I mean, as long as you're having fun, it
Yeah.
looks so funny.
Yeah.
Great
The
job.
rest of my team is probably like, what the fuck are you doing? Because I keep spamming them with images of this hamster with guns and stuff, and they're like, what the hell?
But it was quite fun to look at all different arts and everything, kind of the ideas.
Yeah. Yeah, so then it's going to cut to that hamster with him saying, fuck this, I'm leaving. And then you play the game. And that is it for now. We'll see if we come up with any more random shit.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see like everything, like the final product from that.
Yeah.
You've got a few hours left to try and just put the last bits, the last few mechanics together and stuff. So you've got all the
Yeah.
artwork, really. You just need to get it into the game, really, don't you? So.
Yeah, it's not going to be a masterpiece, but at least we had a laugh making it. So,
Yeah, but it's,
and we
first,
didn't
it's your,
lose
first,
sleep.
your first jam
Yeah.
game as well. So for a
Like,
first jam
we're all-
game,
We're all knackered from our deadlines this week, so we were like, right, I'm sleeping. I'm not
Yeah.
staying up all night.
it has been. I can concur on their behalf and say it has been a very, very busy week at our university with like work submissions and different things. So
Yeah, the same on our side. I think Raivo is the same. He's helping me with the Discord moderation. He's also making a game, and he has university work to finish.
Yeah, true. Tough time.
Yeah.
Did you say there was a hamster game? There was another hamster game.
Yeah, we have a
Latvia
hamster game with exploding hamsters. I hope they're
Why
here.
is it all that hamsters this year? What the hell?
I mean, hamsters are cool. Maybe that's why. I don't know.
Hamsters are the one that get lost all the time, apparently.
Yeah. Do we have Team Kiwi here?
Yes. Do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Maybe you can show your exploding hamster game.
Well,
Or a screenshot, whatever, you know.
Well, we can show something. Alrighty then. Let's share the screen. You can see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Alright. Alright, can't see the play button. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, behold our magnum opus, Boomster. A game where you play as a hamster with a metal detector. Here's the credits. You know, the main roles for us, and places where I gather the sound effects and stuff. And yes, this is the beauty that I can show you. We have walking. We have a beautiful resort, the beach. The water is quite lovely. And well, unfortunately, even we have made the necessary mechanics. Like one of the programmers is making the metal detector mechanics, and he is for sure says that it is working, and he's quite proud of it himself as well. Pat on his back, yes. And the landmines, they do work, they explode, and if you step on them, the hamster goes into little bits. Unfortunately, can't show that right now, but I do hope that at the end of the game jam, you will see the beauty that we are trying to make here.
So is the game kind of like, did you ever play Minesweeper? You know, that crappy Windows game that you used to get for
what do
free?
you mean crappy? It's beautiful. How dare you?
So it's kind of like a hamsterized, pumped up action version of like Minesweeper, basically. Kind of that kind of idea.
Except that in this game, you do have a little bit of a cheat. You have a metal detector. So if you do, also we do have some with the metal detector. It does run on batteries, which do run out quite quickly. So you have to pick up batteries. If you do run out of batteries, you might find a beach ball that you can kick around and maybe, hopefully, ignite a landmine.
Right. So is it kind of like an escape room? You got to get to the end of the map, sort of thing, or is it like a endless runner type of game?
It's personally, I see it more like a from start to finish game, not an endless runner. But I'll talk to my co-workers and we'll try to figure out what's it gonna be in the end.
Yeah, I just got to get the last of your mechanics in there now, because I know you guys are 2 hours ahead of us as well, right? So you've got to like.
Actually, after this chat, they have like 1 hour left to upload their games.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe extending it a bit, like allowing them to, allow like 1 hour and a half or something like that. But we'll see. And the schedule is fluid, so it will all be fine. So yeah, go ahead and I hope you can finish up and create some trailers to show as presentations. We should have like at 5 the end presentations. It's like 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours from 2.5 hours from now. But we will see. Maybe it will be later, but yeah.
Cool. Is there anyone else on our side that hasn't shown their game yet who's with us, that's connected? Or has everybody who's connected shown their game now from the Wales side? I think there's a few teams that are busy working on stuff, so they're not everyone's here. So I think we might have. Speak now or forever hold your peace?
I think that's everyone.
Yeah, cool. I think that's everyone's games. Is there anyone from the Latvian side that hasn't shown their game?
Yeah, I actually see some of people that showed up, like, and yeah, I think I can count 1, 2, at least 2 games, maybe 3. So maybe I see Juris from the Hobo game.
Hobo.
Yeah, each year we have at least, I think, 1 Hobo game. So this year's awesome Hobo game. Maybe Juris, if you're there, you can show it. From Team Pork Chop.
Team Pork Chop, indeed. I really hoped you'd forget about me. Anyway,
Oh, you're super quiet.
Yeah, we can hear you but it's like really low volume. So.
Don't know how to help that.
Maybe I can turn up the volume on him. But anyway, you can start sharing.
Can you hear me better, maybe?
Yes.
Oh, that's perfect. We can hear you now.
Oh God. Okay, that was some odd Windows thing. Anyway, yeah, we've made a little Hobo game. Oh, how do I get rid of this thing? Sure. Basically, where you play as this hobo right here, running around the underground, trying to survive, picking up any items to sort of help you along. We are fairly far ahead at this point. I mean, we do have only like an hour and a half left, but we've got combat pretty much done. There's sounds in the game, but I don't really know how to stream those. We've found music and all sorts of other stuff. I spent some time last night to make some particle effects and stuff for the magic chicken staff.
It's Gandalf.
Yeah. Well, if you need to be Gandalf, then you need to equip the magic hat of speed. Basically, yeah. It's just you run around, kill a couple of enemies. Guess I'll die. And basically, we have the death screen in quotes and a victory screen as well. If you kill all the enemies in the level, then you get a victory screen. I guess I could simulate that by delete. Basically, yeah. I don't really know what to say. We made a little game, had some fun, and yeah, we're just trying to add some little pretty details, and that's about it.
That looks like, it reminds me, it's like a classic kind of Gauntlet. Do you ever play Gauntlet? The classic sort of like,
oh no,
kind of isometric view kind of game. Which, one of the games that kind of helped to define the genre of this kind of game that you're making now, sort of thing. That Gauntlet was a 4-player game, though, famous for being a 4-player. And you had like a wizard guy with a similar sort of style of weapons to what you've got, and then there was like a warrior guy and a guy with a bow and arrow, and they all had different abilities and stuff.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm still in school, so no way I know that.
Basically, you're not old like I am. That's the problem, right?
Yes, that is indeed a problem.
You can say it. It's fine, right? I take insults very well. It's no problem.
I have a question about the art. Did you guys did all the art?
Some of it. Some of this is. Oh, I stopped streaming already. Some of this is assets we found online with licenses, and basically these enemies for sure are just from the internet. They're the first ones we added, so they're sort of just rips for now. Some of the items, the ones you see down here, and some of the other ones in all of this is the stuff we've made, but mostly it's just a couple of assets we found online plus whatever we made. So yeah, the enemies are ours, at least aside from those ones.
Good
and the whole too.
yeah.
Oh boy, what is that? I think we also have a promo image. But yeah, that's about it.
I like the game name, Another Man's Treasure. It's like super fitting to the theme.
Yeah, nice title.
We just hope we don't finish it with some bugs in still.
I mean, of course.
It's not a jam game unless there's at least a couple of bugs in it.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
Our jam game should be buggy. That should be a rule. There should be don't spoil the theme. All
Yeah.
games must have bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Was there another one more you said? Was there one
we
more?
have actually, I guess, 2 more. There was Laura's game about it's Witcher 3 from Roach's perspective. Then we had Team Stake, I think, and maybe there's someone else that also on the show, but I don't know. So if Laura wants to go ahead, I guess she can show her game.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Give me a moment. There it goes. Can you see my screen?
It's loading. Yeah, it's there.
Yes, yeah, we can see.
Okay, good. Why is Zoom? Okay. So. Oh, this is gonna take time.
I mean, you made Witcher 3, so...
Yeah, I made the road tree. Okay, so you're a horse and you're alone at home. And you need to find your friends and you need to bring them back home. So let's go find maybe some sheep. So we're gonna find some sheep.
It looks really nice.
Thanks. So that's where they are. Except there's a little problem. There's a ram there. So if we just get too close, yep, he is protecting the sheep. No, go away. Go away. He's angry. So you need to get rid of the ram. And by making him run into a rock. I think I got it. Yeah, the sheep are now following me. And now I'm bringing the sheep back home. Come on, come on. Okay, they're quite slow. But well, one day you will be able to, they will come home. Oh, they're still following me. There's also a cat, so you can find a cat. And there's the cat. The cat doesn't want to come home, so maybe I can ask him. Nope. He's angry. So what if I scare the cat from behind? Oh, there he goes. There he goes. So pretty much the idea came from the Untitled Goose Game, where you have these lists of tasks and then you just do them. And we decided to make 2 tasks: get the cat home and herd the sheep home. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We're 3 people in team. That's me. I'm kind of putting everything together. Also a programmer, Raimons, and an animator. Yeah, that's it.
I think it's a nice little vertical slice of what could be, if you had like a bigger team and obviously a much more significant development time. It gives you an idea of what could be like quite an interesting game, about the horse and like different adventures and that kind of thing. That'd be quite cool.
Yeah, and also quite a few people always ask about the assets and stuff like that. Maybe you can tell us again.
Yeah. Well, of course, we didn't make the 3D models ourselves. Obviously, we don't have an army of 3D artists. So those come from Unity Asset Store. And since I had very little time, the terrain itself isn't like, I open Unity Terrain and take a brush and start, making it. I used Gaia for procedural terrain generation. Basically, you just write a bunch of rules how the terrain is supposed to generate. You stamp it and then you just generate the terrain. So I saved time on that one.
Gaia is quite a nice little tool, actually. It's also free, is it not?
Gaia? No.
Yeah.
No.
Is Gaia not free?
No.
Oh, I thought so. There was a free version of Gaia. Oh, maybe
There is a light version that is
Ah.
a lot cheaper, but it's not free.
It's a nice tool, though. I'm a big fan of using like terrain sculpting tools because you can always tell somebody who uses a proper tool for terrain than someone who just tries to sculpt it themselves, because it always just looks really off and not very well designed.
Well,
So it's
if
good.
you invest a lot of time into your terrain, like if it's the main thing that you're doing and you know how to write normal, terrain shaders, because standard Unity shaders are not pretty for terrain, then you can get a good result. But I mean, if you're ready to really invest a month into creating your terrain, sculpting it, and so on, the problem with Gaia is that it's not exactly an optimized tool. So you need a pretty good PC to run this game, for example.
Okay, thank you. So I know Geertz just popped in. For Latvia, we have 2 virtual reality games actually. I think one of the developers just popped in. I don't know if he can show anything because it's a VR game. Then we had another game from Raimond's. He's in 2 teams. He's in Laura's team and he's making his own VR multiplayer game. I don't know how's that going. I don't see him in the Discord also. So I guess you can check it out later on the Global Game Jam page. So I know that Team Stake, which is actually, they are participating in Latvian Global Game Jam, but I think most of them are from Lithuania. So if you are here, Team Stake, you can talk now.
Yeah, okay. So, we have some errors and bugs in code. So we can't run a Unity project, but we can show a project, if you want. Because, we still need to find some bugs, but we can show our progress.
Yes, sure, of course. You don't have to show the game, you can just show whatever you have.
Okay, so do you see my screen?
Yep, we see.
Yeah, it's our main character. It's a robot, and this game is a reference to a movie, Dude, Where's My Car? And we call a game Dude, Where's My Legs? So when we hear a whim of this game jam like Lost and Found, we start to think more, try to find some original scenario how someone can be lost and found. And we came up with idea like a robot who is missing his legs, his arms, his chest, and all his details. So he's living in a junkyard. And when the game is beginning, as you see, I don't know, maybe not, but where is a robot head here? Yes. So when you start a game, you start to play as just a head without any body parts. You need to rolling, and when you find a body, you can connect to a body. And when you having arms and a body and a head, and you can move with arms and try to find legs. And when you will find legs, you can escape from a junkyard. So basically, it's all the game. I'm very sad that I can run it and show the gameplay, but I think we will fix all the bugs in 1 hour and we will show how it works. So basically, it's all.
Thank you. It looks great progress, and I wish you all the luck to finish it up in 1 hour.
Yeah. Not a lot of time left.
Yeah. I mean, if there's anyone else who wants to speak up, do it now.
Okay. I hope there isn't.
Oh, Geertz. Okay, awesome. Yeah, go ahead.
Give me a moment. I guess I need to share my screen, right?
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and the annoying thing I'm currently building for Quest. Give me a moment to cancel the build.
Yeah. Geertz actually knows a lot about virtual reality stuff, so I'm like, it should be a good game in my opinion. Like I'm thinking that it will be very good.
Yeah, you should be able to see my screen. Like,
yeah, we can see.
Yeah, see it now. So, so the environment is something Unity default Terranish. Well, it's good enough, I guess. Yeah, good try for good first try for my wife. So kudos. So the game is basically there's this story like it was a Latvian author, I guess, right?
Yes, a novel by a Latvian writer.
So it's inspired by a novel. The thing is that the guy basically is trapped in a cage, and all he can do is, well, he can basically he needs to survive in this cage.
You can't get out. There is no way out.
So he's trapped there forever. I'm not sure forever, but you as a player don't know or whatever. So how it works is that you, for example, here's a branch. You can use it to. I'm going to launch the game. For example, I hope there isn't a big delay.
It's getting there.
There are mushrooms around, like this one, for example. So for a player to survive, you need to grab this branch using well, basic VR interaction and fetch this mushroom. There are more of them here, but currently there are none since I ate them all. So you can fetch those mushrooms and eat them to, well, basically feed yourself. Another thing, you need to ensure that you actually survive. Here's sorry for the jittering. The nutrition. Basically,
sustenance level, hunger level, and heat level.
And the lower one is the heat level. You need to turn on the
campfire.
Yeah, like this. Well, as for that, it's pretty simple interaction stuff, but there's a catch. The environment around. One thing, it changes real time, meaning that there's full day cycle, yay, full day cycle, whatever. But the most important part is that this game is supposed to be played for weeks or months. So what happens is that the stats are saved into a game file, and for example, mushrooms are regrowing. And if you leave the game and come back after one day, the fire will be gone. If you come back after an hour, the fire will be still there. But basically, it's all real-time based. Therefore, when you come back, your character might have died in that process. So, as all the things with that's time related, it's pretty complex to do, because you need to calculate not just in real time, but just load from the file and calculate all what's the current well, how for example, for how long has the campfire been there, whether you were heated during some period and the other you weren't, for example, and all that stuff. So that was the main thing that I wanted to try in this game. So everything is real time. And yeah, so why is this why this approach? Basically, the game pitched this. My wife pitched me this idea, but the sessions in VR are usually short. Therefore, it's really great to stretch the gameplay for weeks.
And that's a way how to make a VR game story rich and add like meaningful stuff to it, not just moving around.
Reason to come back and to keep
Yeah.
grinding and trying new things.
Yeah, I totally feel you, because VR is like sometimes it feels like a gimmick that you just put on, play a bit, and just leave it. But now
It
like
has. Oh, sorry, Karen.
yeah, it's okay. You can talk.
I was just going to say it has some elements that remind me of the game The Long Dark. I don't know if you played that.
Yeah, that's the new one, right?
Yeah, and the idea that if you skin an animal, you have to leave it for like quite a number of days before you can make use of it again. And there's all sorts of like mechanics that require you to have to wait and to do things, and then you have to find other things to do while you wait. And quite a complicated game. It hit many hidden layers to the game, if you like.
Yeah, and I like this approach also. It's as I guess they said is basically there's a story now, right, in a VR game.
Well,
it's
yeah,
not a job simulator.
No, it's the best thing about VR is that you can like simulate like interaction. It's like all the playing with hands and like trying to eat something and like in Jibble or trying to drink the motor oil in Job Simulator and then vomiting. But back to the Long Dark. My wife is a big fan of that game.
Yes.
It was
Me too. I like that game. It's very good.
So, and the other game, there's this game called The Longing.
Yes.
That's basically you have to wait for 400 days to complete this game. Well, like physical game. Well, it's not really.
It's not really anymore because you can like manipulate time, but yes.
Well, it's close to 400 days. So the game starts, you need to wait 400 days and just do the hell you want in that period. And you wait until this point. So currently there's just grabbing those mushrooms. They regrow over time, heating up just turning on the fireplace. I can try using the branch to get one fungi.
The fun guy. Yeah.
I'm gonna remove the save file.
So actually, we have, I guess, for this we planned till 3 p.m. Latvia time. So I guess we have like 5 minutes. So
yeah, well, this will be my last thing.
Yeah, sure. I'm just it's a reminder. We can go past like a few minutes. It's fine.
This is how the game starts: is that you have a watch. You can look around what the time is from the sun. And how do I play this game? There's some tips here. I didn't have like more time for tips UX apparently, so I did this. So basically, there's this branch that you can use and snap one of those mushrooms, but don't eat them raw. Cook them. Yep, something like that. So, and there's one less mushroom, and that's that.
But it's gonna regrow.
It will regrow I can't remember, in 2 days.
Yeah, I was looking at the gameplay. I was thinking that the cage is actually a good idea because in VR you have limited space to move, like not in the VR but in the real life. So
yep,
it's like you actually, since you can't move outside of the cage, it's safer.
So yeah, it was one more things. I also wanted to try a game that has no locomotion whatsoever in VR. As
Yes.
for example, one of my VR projects, Gorytel VR, was a big struggle because I am really prone to motion sickness.
Me too.
And my master's was about how to port a PC game to VR and what options are there for locomotion. So yeah, that was fun. And
It's
this
the
is
only
nice.
the nicest example I've seen of it is the Alex, about Half-Life Alex, and the way that they had the ability to move around. That was reasonably done quite well. But I think any kind of game where there's lots of locomotion and that disconnection between head and feet, I think you just get really bad nausea from it straight away. It's difficult design challenge. So it was a good idea to keep the whole thing in a cage and make good use of the small interactions. And so I think that's where VR is its best. VR is at its best when you have these like interesting things to focus on in a small space.
Yeah, for me, my favorite is the super hot VR. You're in the small. You don't have a huge range of movement, and you just teleport from, the game teleports you, not you teleport. And while you are like in this action, then you control it, and it's really cool. And the time mechanic there also works really good. But yeah, other games I also get super motion sick, and I can't play for a long time. Like especially if you move with a controller, or it really just it's kind of like I feel like I am not moving, but my brain doesn't comprehend that, and yeah.
Unless you make a game called Vomit Simulator 3.
Oh no. Please, I won't play that. Thank you for I guess it has a descriptive name.
So yeah, something like that. So we are a team of two. I'm pretty much doing all the development, and my wife is dealing with the environment. So and it's her first time.
Also, what is the name of the story about the cage? What is it? It's like a novel, did you say?
Yeah, well, I don't know the name.
Albert Bell. Albert Bell's Boris.
Albert Bell, the cage. But it's in Latin, right?
Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't see it in English. It's also, if you Google it in English, you will find a baseball player, not a writer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
it's
unfortunate.
Like a really old book, I think.
Yeah, from Soviet times.
Yeah.
Has Soviet propaganda in it.
Oh, that's why it isn't translated. Okay.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, something like that. So.
Yeah, thank you. That
yeah,
was
I like it. It's a cool idea.
Yeah.
Cool idea.
Let's see how let's finish the Global Game Jams project, and then let's see whether we want to maybe want to turn that into some small game.
Yeah, I think even the Gorytel also came from Global Game Jam, right?
No, from Ludum Dare.
Oh, from Ludum Dare. Okay, but still, it's a
it's a jam game. So
yeah. So for you, actually, you are one of those people who has made something in a jam and then released it. So I guess if you want some advice from Geertz, just ask him in the Discord. Yeah.
It's simple. Recode everything.
It's easy. Delete everything, start again, make a new one.
Well, just maybe extract some data parts and that, but
yeah.
Game Jam game is a game jam game.
Yeah.
But if you want to scale that,
I'm not sure if the Evil Owl guys are still in the call with us, but I'm sure maybe if they released one of their games that they did at the Jam a couple of years back, and we've got another team, they're not actually jamming with us this year, called Static Shell Games, and they've released 2 or 3 games from their jams as well. from going back in the last sort of 3 or 4 years. They're a team that specialise in multiplayer games, by the way. Everything they do is multiplayer. So their game jam is like half the weekend is just multiplayer, and then make the game at the end. So yeah, it's cool.
Okay, actually, I think it's like right on the dot. It's 3 p.m. for us.
Yeah.
I guess I will allow someone if you want to say like a sentence or two. I will allow that. I think Richard also doesn't mind that, right?
No, it's fine. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, if you want to say something, say it. If not,
I would like to say thanks for the conversation and looking at this project, I guess.
Yeah, I would say thanks everyone for making an effort to come to the call, because I know it's quite a long period and everyone's really busy, and it's really cool to see everybody's games from two different countries. And I would encourage everybody to keep talking and keep working together.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I second that. I know like we are on a busy time schedule. We must submit our games really soon, and I really appreciate everyone turning up here. And yeah, and I posted Wrexham's
Thanks
Discord.
for having us.
Yes, thank you for showing us your games also. Yeah, and I want to say like I posted the Discord link for this our co-op site in the UK, and you can just hop in there, and vice versa. You can hop in our Discord anytime. So I really would like that this kind of showed you guys like what's happening on the across the ocean, I guess. Is it the ocean? I think it is the
ocean. There's a bit of ocean.
There's an ocean. There is an ocean between us. Yeah. Yeah, and I hope this brings some collaboration. If not collaboration, then just conversation, right? So
Definitely.
thank you very much.
Thank you. It was really interesting to see everything.
Yeah, thanks everyone. That's really good. How
would we say thank you in Latvia?
Yeah, how do you say thank you in Latvian?
Paldies.
Paldies.
Yeah, paldies.
Right. Excellent.
How do you say thank you in Welsh?
Diolch.
Oh,
that was close enough.
I'm sorry. Oh my god. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, this was all live streamed, by the way. The call,
yes.
All of this, the entire session, has been live streamed on the official Game Dev Latvia Twitch stream. So if you want, you can always go back and check out.
Yeah, and I will also send I guess tomorrow or sometime later the VOD. So if you want to use it, like Richard,
awesome.
then share it. It's fine.
Definitely.
I will write like that on here. And also, like the VOD is just, I guess it will be available for 2 weeks on Twitch because we are not partnered with Twitch. They delete them automatically.
Yeah.
So that this was, I guess this is a really nice experience, and I hope some years after we can also do some cooperation. With, not only with Global Game Jam, maybe with like other things.
Yeah, sure. It's the start of something. We don't know what it is, but it's the start of it.
Yeah, that's the fun way.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, guys. Thanks, everyone. Well, get going. Finish your games.
Yes.
Go for it.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks very much, guys.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.